Here's a little video, helmet cam video footage of me working on my first set of tongs. Here I'm rounding off the rivet with gentle little taps, aiming for the edges, lifting the tongs up frequently to make sure that I'm not seizing it against the material of the tongs. Now, forming the tongs into the shape of the jaws turned out to be quite challenging. I knew what I wanted. I wanted in my head, but I didn't quite know how to make it. So this video isn't so much of how to do it right. It's more of my process of learning. It's going to speed up every once in a while during boring parts. Waiting for the heat up again. So I'm getting the front parts of the jaws to be a little bit flatter. Thinking about making something to form the jaws onto. In my mind, I was thinking, you see, I want a groove also facing forward so that I can hold a piece of material either straight into the jaws or crossways in the jaws. So although sticking a piece of material and then pounding it around was the thought I had, this sort of demonstrates that there is a process for learning that I use. You can only do so much research before you have to start pounding steel. So yeah, that's not working at all. Maybe a bigger piece. Let's bob one around. What I learned and was surprised at was, after I had riveted it, I was surprised at how much pounding and distortion those jaws and that rivet would take, and it would still keep working. So here's another idea. So I made a little T-shaped piece of steel, and what I had hoped to do was to just pound the flat part of the jaws around it. But really this didn't work. The jaws were getting more and more distorted. From what I wanted to see. I feel guilty with a furnace running early all the time there. Forge, it's a bit of a waste of fuel. So I'm able to make hooks subconsciously now. So I threw in a couple of pieces of steel here, and I'll just make some taps on that. There's my store-bought tongs. See, using the vise to get things straight got me thinking that maybe the proper way to do this would be with a mandrel. So I just used the jaws of my vise to act like the female part, which is going to be replaced very soon with a swage block. I think I'm going to make 1 or maybe 5 swage blocks. If somebody wanted to buy some. Definitely making at least 2. So this worked pretty good. Quite well. Pounding. Rivet did loosen up over time, so a little bit of pounding on there. I smoothed things out a little bit. So now I cooled them off, and that's the final look. Wow. Shouldn't say it's final. Did a big grinding on it. So here it is. And they're working. I flatten off the end of the hook there. Well, it's nice making the ones with a nail right onto it. I find these are a little bit more useful. These screws. So there you have it, the adjustment of the tongs.